To update firmware on the TM-S1000, first launch the adjustment program utility. When the window appears, select the OK button. The adjustment program will then be displayed. From the product drop-down menu, select the appropriate model. Then select the USB interface port drop-down and select TM-USB. Before updating firmware, first check the current version by selecting the Edit Status button. Then select the Get Status button, and then the current firmware version will then be displayed. In this example, the device has firmware version 1.21 installed. Select the Back button, then select Rewrite Firmware button. The Epson Flash Writer window will then be displayed. Select the Open Firmware Files button and navigate to the firmware file you wish to install. Select the firmware file and then select the Open button. Next, select the firmware file, then select the Next button. Then select the USB hub port and then select Next. Execute the firmware update by selecting the Start button. A window will appear stating, "Are you sure you want to update it?" Select the Yes button. When the firmware update has been completed, a confirmation window will be displayed stating the firmware was successfully updated. Select the Finish button to close the window. Then, select the Edit Status button to check that the new version has been updated. And as we can see, the firmware version went from 1.21 to 1.30. Then, select the Back button. Then, select the Close button.